Wow, haven't worn this crown in quite a while, but yeah, wow, I've been on the roll with uploading for you guys, so let's make another video. Hi guys, I'm Mama Shar here, and you guys are my Charlotteers. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. And today's video, of course, like usual, have Starbucks in my hand. Starbucks.com/Mama Shar. Use my code for 100% off your next drink if you guys want to get a nice quick drink at the Starbucks coffee. Keyword, I said Starbucks. Please, Starbucks, do not penalize me. If anything, I am giving your products some like highlights here, so please sponsor me, okay? Just for the love of God, sponsor me. I need income. I have like no money right now, and that acting is really, really bad. So yeah, I'm sorry you guys have to deal with that. But today's video, we're actually gonna be talking about this guy here. I don't know if who is that guy? Why, this queen used to be a prince. And it's kind of weird, because like, this is just, used to be me. It's like, I mean, look at how awkward these pictures are. I'm literally looking into the entrance of my school. It is kind of sad. Anywho, guys, I want to talk to you guys today, because I got a very good, idea. I was watching one of the Samantha Lux videos, and I know I said I was going to make a video about, basically, about transgender sports stuff. I've already talked about it before, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't want to make a video if I don't know really much statistics about it. I know Samantha Lux, Sam Collin, they both put in like a really good resource of material, whereas all I'm just gonna sound like is an SJW, because I'm just gonna be like, let trans people compete, and that's all I'm gonna say at that point. That's like my argument right here, because I can't sit there and say, well, you see, if 10% of your body weight gets lost in hormones, like, I can't say anything. I don't even know. I know for a fact that I am actually kind of weaker because of hormones. I don't have as much of like a drive because of hormones, but you know, everyone's gonna complain about it and complain about everything I say, so like, it doesn't matter. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why did this do that? Oh, you're kidding me. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about basically who I was before my transition. We have reached the month of my 4-year mark, which is of my transition, which is not gonna really hit until the end of the month. But I decided to make this video just because I wanted to give you guys kind of like, a lot of people have seen my transition videos and my timelines, which is gonna be coming out at the end of the month. But I want to give people more of like an insight of who I was and what I did back then, and just kind of like what led me to my transition. And the reason why I put this out is because I want people to have information about me in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Oh wow, it's still recording. Wow. Okay, so literally my audio just like, my computer literally died because the charger unplugged itself. Or I guess I must have stepped on it. It's still recording the audio, so hopefully the audio's okay. We'll figure out that in a little bit. Anywho, let's go off and basically talk about basically the personality of who I was and what I lived by. And a lot of people probably won't even believe me if I say this, but I was very much your typical teenager boy. I did everything the boys did. Just everything about me just did not speak anything. Like, I was so rebellious over the fact of what being gay was, because I was always like taught, oh, being gay is against the religion. And it's not like my parents taught that, but I didn't feel that way until I was an adult, whenever I was around people that were like that felt that way. But as a young kid, I always thought being gay was like a bad thing. The way people perceive gay people, like, you're so gay, or this gay was such like a hate word towards everybody, that at the point you're like, I don't want to be gay, because if I was, I'd probably get a lot of hate. So, well, one is I really wasn't into guys when I was in high school, which I did lose my virginity to a guy, so I guess that's one thing. But I am not necessarily into guys at the time, so I always rebelled against being gay. I never knew what transgender was. I always thought that being gay people would usually be very feminine, you know, like guys, like, oh, like that's like how I felt like that's how gay was. And you know, it's just crazy because when you're you know, growing up and you're kind of like seeing things in like one-dimensional spaces, you don't see the the significance, because like now that I look at it, I've seen some transitions from people that I actually grew up with happen now, and those are the people that I assumed at the time were just the gay people, the gay group. But some of them are actually transitioning, which is pretty cool. I, however, was someone that a lot of people did not understand or even believe that I was transitioning. Some people actually thought that I was actually doing this for a YouTube stunt video or whatever, but I was actually transitioning for actual reasonable cause. Now, growing up, I never really, like I said, I didn't know much about myself, and the good reason why was because I grew up not really knowing my own life. I never knew who my mom was, I never knew who my dad was, and I was always jumped around by certain families, to the point where you're kind of like, you begin to wonder, who is it around you rather than who are you? You know what I mean? And I stopped thinking about myself, I started thinking about who is around me, and I just went with the flow. You know what I mean? Like, I saw boys doing this, girls doing that. I figured, okay, that's what I do. But a lot of people, a lot of transitions, like people talk and they say, oh, well, I was more inclined to playing with dolls, and I was very feminine, and I want to wear dresses. Mine was a little different, and it's a little bit like more, I'm not gonna say like it's not legitimate for other people, but mine was like really scientific. A lot of the things that went on about me that point towards my transition was things that I did that necessarily a guy wouldn't do. And I'm not saying like playing with toys or anything. I'm stuff like peeing with sitting down. And I know a lot of people can sit there and say, oh well, guys can do that too. But that's how I always felt was the natural way for me to pee. Other things, I would wake up touching myself like a female, and I know that's a lot of I know that's TMI, but that's just the truth, and that was like the scientific truth. I used to wake up touching myself like a female, and I wouldn't even know what is going on until I was legitimately just looking at feeling myself, like, what am I doing? And I always got a really good kick from, you know, like I said, I lost my virginity to a guy, and I didn't just really like, I resented it, but I enjoyed it, if that makes any sense. A part of me felt like it was right, you know? And it's not because I wanted to have sex with guys, it's because I was treated like a female in the bed for once. So I guess you could say it kind of opened me up a little bit. Pun intended. But in a way, like I said, it was like this weird thing that kind of like, it felt right, okay guys? That's the weirdest thing about it all, is it felt right. A lot of times I would be curious about going into the makeup area with my auntie / moms. If you're watching this, mom, yes, I went into your makeup a couple times when she was gone. I was very curious, and I thought I liked the feminine thing, but I always felt like having nail polish could be so pretty weird and gross and stuff like that. So I never really like was that person like full on glam, you know? Like I said before, I was just like any other guy perceiving as a guy at the time. But here's one secret that you guys need to know about. I used to turn my underwear into thongs. That's my secret. I used to turn my underwear into thongs, and it would make me feel feminine, and I would wear them underneath other underwear in case like anything happened in school. No one would clock me in the house at that point. I used to do that. I used to like really think about, like, I used to steal women's clothes. I used to steal women's underwear at the store. I was that weirdo, okay? I was that weirdo, but it just felt right to me at the time. It wasn't like cross-dresser status where I just kind of like dressed as a female completely. I was always like, it was kind of like, it was what I did, you know? It made me feel feminine inside, it made me feel right for some reason. And then I would like, if I was at like someone's house and they had female pants, I would put them on and make it feel like, wow, I feel right. Like, I don't know, it's a clothes, but I did it all behind closed doors. I didn't really do it in front of people. That's why no one really asked me, and that's why I always never knew. I always felt like it was a weird aspect to me, and I thought it was just a fetish at the time. I was like, oh, this must be just like a weird fetish, like just wearing girl clothes. It's like, it's such a fetish, and it's so weird, and I just kept it to myself. And I didn't think anything of it, thinking about it sexuality wise, it wasn't like something that's different. But I also took place in my masturbation as a teen was penetration of anal penetration. And I know this is a lot of information. YouTube will probably demonetize me for what I'm talking about, but it's the truth. This is like how I was, and I never disclosed any of this stuff on YouTube because I always felt uncomfortable talking about it. I always felt like people were gonna hate on me and people were gonna give me shit. But I'm just gonna be honest with you, that's just the way it was for me. I just was a very adventurous kid behind closed doors, and as a person, I would play sports. I played football, I played baseball. In my opinion, sports are sports. They're not really gendered to me. Of course, that's the way the world sees it. Football's for boys, baseball's for boys, softball for girls, volleyball for girls. If I could go back, I would play the opposite sports, to be honest. But I enjoyed the sports for what they were. I enjoyed being friends with guys and girls. I was at one point friends with mostly girls, and I was asked if I was gay for it, so I moved to only guys, mainly guys. And before you know it, it's like, you know, it's just a thing. And a lot of people think that just because someone's trans, they have to be gay before they transition. They have to be completely into female things. Some people just didn't have that part to them yet, or they didn't know how to unlock it. They didn't know. My life was very much of a blur for me of who I was growing up, and just as an adult, going through the loss of a lot of friends, the loss of a relationship, I had to focus on myself for a little while as an adult, and that's when I came out 4 years ago. I was by myself, I was with my family, I was in an open environment, and I was finally able to show myself as Charlotte. That was on Halloween. I did it for fun, to dress up as a girl, but when I did it, I opened up my heart to who I really was, and I realized that I was holding something back for a long time. Because when I put on that outfit that day, I realized I couldn't go back. I knew who I was. I've always been that kind of person, like, if I know something, I go for it, there's no looking back. And that's exactly what I did. When I turned my transition, I didn't look back at all. And look at me now. That's how I am. Completely different from this guy here. This is so weird to see the old me. Oh my god. By the way, guys, I got my nails done just to clear the tension and all the TMI that I had. Honestly, I never really opened up about any of this stuff. It's really true. Like, I did all this stuff, but it's stuff that I did because I felt like I needed, like, there was something that I needed to happen for me. Like, it was like, you know, I didn't steal girls' clothes to be a weirdo. I did it because, well, I keep saying girls' clothes, but it's just panties, all I did. Because obviously I couldn't just steal girl clothes because those are like shirts and stuff and it wouldn't look good, to be honest. But I did that because it was that feminine aspect that I needed to have for a long time that I did not, you know, like I said before, I had two sides of my brain. I had a brain that was conditioned to be a male, and then I had this brain that was aching to live as female. And because I needed to create that balance, I did the things I did at the time to create that balance without, you know, making the entire world know that think that I'm a weirdo or whatever at the time because of what I did. Now that looking back at that, you know, there are actions I don't like, but there are actions I needed to make, if that makes any sense at all. And in today's video, I really opened up to you guys. So please give it a like. Please subscribe if you guys have not become Charlotte here today. This is like my 4 years coming up, and this is my preparation video for you guys, so you guys know who this guy was, because you already know who this person is. You already know who this chick is. I want you guys to know who he was. And of course, at the end of the month, I will be putting up my timeline video for you guys, because I need to upgrade. We need to update that because I think the last time I made one was 3 years. So yeah, long time to go. You know, rest of our life to go in this transition. So yeah. Anyways, guys. Hope to see you guys in the next video. If you guys can follow all my social media links down below, that'd be great. If you guys want to purchase my book, Apomia, go down in the description below. Support the channel and support me, to be honest with you, by purchasing my book, Apomia. Also, if you guys want to donate to my GoFundMe, since I don't do adult content anymore, I have my GoFundMe open. Go check that out. I might open up a Patreon just for exclusive content, not explicit, but exclusive. So if you guys want me to open up a Patreon, that'd be great. Let me know. comment down. Leave comments, guys. You guys have been doing great on that. Thank you so much for the comments. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have an amazing day or night, day, whatever time it is for you guys when you guys watch this video. Yes. And I'm Mama Shar, and you guys are my Shar Tears, and I love you guys lots like apricots, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. You know, I could do like the whistling now because I don't have the rubber bands in. I took the rubber bands out. Those are just pains in the asses. They're good now though.